9 secrets you need to know to become a successful internet marketer. What's good, y'all? This is your boy, Derico Terry, coming at you from my home office here in Kernersville, North Carolina, also known as DericoCherry.com. So today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the 9 things that you need to know to become a successful internet marketer to make money from home. You know, what does it really take? You know, what's the secret to actually making this happen? Okay, I'm gonna lay it all out to you here. Now, I got these tips from, again, a wake-up call that I was on. And if you've been following any of my videos, you know that I like to give a lot of content from these wake-up calls. So if you want to get access to them, they're totally free, won't cost you a dime. All you got to do is just dial into them. Shoot me an email at Derico@DericoCherry.com. It should be popping up right here at the bottom of the screen. I'll be glad and happy to send that information over to you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, just a forewarning, this video may be a little longer than my normal ones because it's 9 tips, secrets, or whatever you want to call it, that's going to be in this. So get your pen and piece of paper ready. Bookmark this video because you probably want to come back to it because there's going to be a lot of content in this, okay? So I'm going to give it to you, right? So I'm going to give it to you just how you hear. No sugarcoating, no nothing. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first one about what it takes to be a successful internet marketer, you have to take massive action. Now, people a lot of times they think that, and now let me preface this, that I actually fell into this trap too, where I didn't take any action. That people get stuck in this thing where they, wanting everything to be perfect. You know, they gotta wait to get that perfect camera. They gotta wait till they get a set of pens. They gotta wait till they get that new computer so they can edit the video. They get in this, they stay in this, waiting to get started and then never actually do anything. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I made when I actually came online. I didn't take action fast enough. I didn't start creating videos fast enough. So don't get caught in that. If you decide on a marketing strategy and you learn some stuff on it, implement it. As soon as you learn something, put it into action. And I'll tell you one other thing here, and I won't dwell on this too long, but when I actually started taking action, that's how I actually got my first sale online, by going through a course, pausing the course, actually implementing what they told me, and I made my first sale. I made my first $100 sale off of taking action. So that'll give you a little motivation there. All right, going right along. So I got my notes right here, just in case you see me looking back and forth, notes, screen notes, whatever. Number 2, you need a community of experts who are on the same journey as you, okay? And this is very critical because in the online world, it can get lonely out here, especially if you're working full-time from home, which some people are. You need to have a group of people around you who are on the same path as you. And what's so cool about this is that when you get around this group of people is that they can introduce you to new marketing strategies. They can introduce you to new tools to maybe help you do, to make, maybe help your business to flow a little bit better. If you get stuck or hung up somewhere, have a question, more than likely someone else has had that exact same question or had the exact same problem. They can offer you some insight on how to get past it. So having a community of people is critical. With the marketing system that I'm a part of, I actually get access to a private Facebook group with, there are thousands of people in there on the same journey as I am, and I get questions answered, so it's cool, it's dope, you need to have a community of people, okay? Number 3, personal development. You want to be working on yourself. Now, again, if you're just following me, this is your first time seeing me on video, I'm a big time advocate of making sure that you do personal development. You cannot not be doing personal development and expect to have any type of success from home building any type of business, because you have to work on yourself more than you actually work on your business. People always wonder, how do you get better? How do you get better doing videos? How do you get better doing content? It's just because, for one, I work on myself. You have to be retrain your mind, because most of the time your mind is not trained like an entrepreneur. You're not trained, you're not already mentally ready from the get-go to have success. So you have to, put that good stuff in your mind. And what happens here is that when you work on your mind, you show up in your business a different person. You know, I actually did a video, my last blog post that I did. I talked about the importance of coming up with content. And I said, sometimes, when we're out here doing content, we may talk about a topic at a certain point in time, like a year ago, right? So I can turn around and do the same video, talk about that topic now, and it'll come out totally different. I'll have a different take on it. The concept will still be the same, but I may be able to add a little more to it. Why? Because I go through personal development. I'm not the same person that I was a year earlier. So that's why personal development is so very important. So invest in those courses, invest in the coaches, invest in books, products, and make sure that is one of your top priorities, because the biggest ROI you'll get is investing in yourself. Can never go wrong with that. Okay, can't stress that enough. Okay, I think where we at, number 4. Okay, you gotta have the right tools, right? So if you want to be successful online, you gotta have an autoresponder. You're gonna have to have capture pages. You're gonna have to have funnels, things like that to actually be successful. Can you get online and actually start to make money for free, without investing in anything? Nah, it's gonna be really, really tough. Now, there's some things that you can do until you actually get going, but for the most part, you need to have a core set of tools that you actually have, that every marketer have. Every marketer has an autoresponder. Every marketer has access to capture pages. Every marketer has access to build funnels. Right? And if you don't know what that stuff is, that's totally fine. But those are the core set of things that you absolutely, they're not even up for debate. If you don't have this stuff, if you don't want to invest in these type tools, I'm gonna probably suggest that you find something else to do. You need to go out and get a job. Don't even think about online marketing, because if you don't have that stuff, then it's gonna be very, very tough or dag near impossible to build any type of business off of that. Okay. So I said the right tools. Okay, so number 5, we're going on long 7 minutes. Let me speed this up. So number 5, you got to brand yourself. Majority of the top leaders, just about all the top leaders you see online, they brand themselves. The amateurs, they brand their companies. You want to brand yourself because people buy from people they like, know, and trust. Okay, so brand yourself. You are the brand. You are your number one product. Don't brand your company. Okay. Number 6. You got to promote your content. So content is a big part of this online marketing. If you don't produce content, you basically, it's kind of like not having the tools. If you don't put out any content, you're basically going to pretty much suck or not have any results at making any type of income online. So you have to promote your content. So if you write a blog post or do a video, you have to put it out there, put it on your social media. Syndicate it, put it in groups, email your list. That's why it's important to have these tools. Email your list, get it out there. Don't just make a piece of content and publish it and then hope someone finds it. You have to be putting it out. Promote yourself, put it out there, run paid ads to it. Whatever you got to do, get it in front of people, okay? So number 7, teach others. This is real big. One of the biggest things someone told me years ago, because I was having a problem coming up with content, trying to figure out, what and where was I going to talk about on video. And they told me, Rico, teach the day one version of yourself. When they told me that, I had an aha moment, because I was so worried about that someone else had said this before, or who would want to listen to me type thing. When they said teach the day one version of yourself, that made things a lot more clear, because you're not out here trying to recruit the gurus. You're not out here trying to recruit the people who've been marketing online for years. You're trying to teach the day one version of yourself. So if you've been online for any amount of time, think back to when you first came online, the type of questions or the type of person you were. You've probably grown a whole lot. So if someone, every day new people are coming online, so they probably have those exact same questions that you have. And that's the type of content that you can put out for the day one person or the day one version of yourself. Now, at some point, you continue to grow and evolve as a person, as a marketer, then you will be ready to recruit the gurus. But for the sake of this, when you're just getting started, teach the day one version of yourself, okay? Boom. All right, so number 8, take ownership of your success. it's nobody's. Your success is not up to your upline. It's not left up to the person who you sponsor. It's not even left up to the system that you're a part of, right? So you're not just gonna go out here and sign up for a system and then don't do any work and then expect the money to come in. You have to be 100% responsible for your success. Nobody else. It's nobody else. It's not my fault. If you go out here and hire a coach, it's not your coach's fault. Just the same thing like if you go out here and join a gym and you join a gym for the first 3 months and you don't lose any weight. Whose fault is that? It's not the gym's fault. More than likely, you didn't do the work. Your diet wasn't right. You didn't do something. So take 100% ownership of your success. It's all up to you, nobody else. Okay. And number 9, wrap this thing up. Number 9, never quit. You have to have the mindset that you're gonna go until. When I first got started with blogging and doing videos, I didn't get any traction probably for the first 3 to 6 months. I think it took me about 3 or 4 months before I even generated my first lead because a lot of times I didn't really know what the heck I was doing, but I didn't quit. I kept going. Okay? And that's what you have to do. You can't quit. You have to have the mentality that you're going to go until. So too often people, they come online, they don't get success in the first week and then they up and quit, right? Or, they change companies, which is even worse because, you're the one constant no matter where you go. So work on yourself more than you work on your actual business. Don't quit, okay? So this video has been way longer than my normal stuff. It's like right at 11 minutes. Then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Hey guys, if you like this type of training, you wanna connect with me more, get notified when I do new training, put your name and email address over at dericocherry.com. You'll gain access to my free audio, 13 ways to generate leads online. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.